All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to start by saying, Call Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Kakardash. Double honors to my apostle elders, a great millstone, that taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to you brothers out there that's pushing this word in our righteousness and sincerity to you, I say Shalom. This is your brother Amawan from the GMS Charlotte camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Kakardash. All right, in this lesson, I'm going to get into how the fact that Esau, his kingdom, is fallen, but the fall of his kingdom was prophesied, in the scriptures, man, because the Lord only gave the so-called white man, who was the biblical nationality is Esau, Edom, in the scriptures, he only gave him a certain amount of time that he was going to be able to rule, man. All right, and we're nearing the end of his rulership, man. Okay, so I'm gonna get a few scriptures to go into this topic, man. Okay, so I'm gonna begin here in the book of Daniel, chapter 4, verse 17, and it reads, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the bases of men." Right, because the watchers that it's speaking of is talking about the prophets, man. All right, because the prophets were always set up in the different kingdoms to prophesy against the downfall of the kingdoms, man. All right, like it tells you in Jeremiah 28:8, which I'm gonna get real quick. All right, Jeremiah 28:8, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. Right, because that's a prophet's duty, is to go out and preach against the kingdoms that he was in, along with his people, man. All right, so just like how of old, it was like that in Babylon, it was like that in, the Medo-Persian, the Egyptians. Every kingdom has had the prophets always come out and prophesy against them kingdoms, man. So America is no different. That's what you're seeing, man. Okay, so jumping back to the Daniels. It says, Daniel 4:17, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers and demand of the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men." That's why these scriptures were written, so that we can go into these scriptures and know the situation that we're dealing with, man. Because the situation that we're in right now, the Most High set up the so-called white man to be the ruler of the earth for this time period that we're in, man. Okay, and that's to show his power, man, because the scriptures say that he giveth it to whomsoever he will, and he set up over it the bases of men, because Esau is the basis of men, man. I tell you that in Job 30, that he's a base man. All right, that word base means the lowest of low, man. All right, and you can tell by the things that this devil do that he's a base man. All right, he's stupid, because only an idiot will pollute the air that he breathes, that will poison the food and the water that he has to eat and drink, man. All right, he's destroying all the trees, which produces nature. He's sucking all the lubricant, which is the oil, out of the earth. He's destroying the very planet that he has to live on, man. That's proof that this dude had to get put up in this position, man, because he didn't get there by himself, man. All right, he'll even tell you, as you look back at history, of what he calls manifest destiny, man. All right, which means that he had it was a divine power that directed him to get into that position that he was in, man. All right, it was divine intervention that he had to take down the nation of Israel, man. All right, because that was all set up by prophecy, so that the Most High's will can be done and His power can be shown, man. All right, because this is a living proof that the Most High is real, just by putting this devil up in the power seat, man. All right, but just how he put him up, man. All right, the Most High is going to take him down, man, because that's just going to magnify His power amongst the whole earth. All right, this is proof. 1 Samuel 2:7. "The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up." Right, so just like how the Lord can make you make you on high, man, He can bring you low, man. All right, and that's exactly what He did, man. All right, because the nation of Israel, we are the rightful rulers of this whole planet, really of this whole universe, man. All right, we were on top at one point during the time of King Solomon. We was ruling. King Solomon had 40 years of peace, where the whole earth was at rest for them 40 years. And then what happened, man? All right, when he passed away, his sons came into power, and the nation of Israel split, and that was the beginning of the fall of the nation of Israel, man. All right, And from there, the so-called white man through the Greeks, rose up into power, and they fell for a little bit. Jake came into power again during you know, the uh, the Byzantine Empire, and then we fell again, and Esau came back with Rome, you know, Slakian. I got my history mixed up. All right, the Greeks came, and then the Romans came, okay, which were both Edomites. All right, then the Greeks, Slakian, the Romans fell, and then we came back up, the Holy Roman Empire, also known as the Byzantine Empire, and then we fell again. Esau came back into power, and this is the state that we're back into, man. All right, we're in the rulership of Esau again, man. All right, but this time when Esau falls, man, he's not coming back up, man. All right, because the Most High only gave him a portion of time to rule, man. All right, and wickedness does not last long, man. Okay, they don't win forever, man. All right, this is Job 20:4. It says, "Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphant of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment." Right. It says that knowing this of time of old, man, that the triumph of the wicked is short, man, because the wicked does not prosper, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is a power of total righteousness, man, and he hates to behold wickedness, man. So this being that his planet, man, his creation, all right, he's not gonna allow the wicked to rule for a long time, man, because that's not the way everything is set up, man. So it says that the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite for a moment. So this little time that Esau has had rule of the planet, man, it hasn't been a long time, man, because the scriptures tell you that the Most High, that the days to the Most High are slack. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna butcher. Let me get it. Let's see. Yep. 2 Peter 3:8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. So one day with the Most High to man is 1,000 years, man. All right. So with that being known, hey, Yahweh was on the scene 2,000 years ago when the Romans came into power. So that going to show that Esau only been ruling for about 2, maybe 3,000 years, man. Which in the eyes of the Lord is about 3 years, man. All right. So it's like it 3 days, so like it 3 days, man. So that shows you that Esau's rule has not been for long, man, and his rule is almost up, man, because the Most High has a message that he's going to portray to the whole world, because the whole world has forgotten the terror and the power of Yahweh, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. So what he's about to do when he brings this devil down is showcase his power on the earth the same way he did whenever when he flooded the earth during the time of Noah, man. All right. Let me get the scripture to prove that. All right, this is Romans 9:17. It says, "For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth," man. All right. Now, when this was written, Pharaoh during the time of Egypt, he had already been dealt with, man, because when Israel was brought through the Red Sea, when the Red Sea was split, and Pharaoh tried to come through and he drowned them. All right, that story is still told amongst the other heathen to this day, man. And the Lord's name was magnified then. Same thing with the flood, and the same thing is about to happen now, because the modern day Pharaoh is the so-called white man. These elites, these bankers, man. Okay, because they own the world, and they are in the same seat that Pharaoh sat in during the time of the Egyptian captivity. So just like Yahweh Shem Yahushua told Pharaoh then, he's saying again, for this same purpose has he raised you up, so that he gonna show his power in thee. Because just like he shows his power by lifting you up, he's gonna show his power even greater when he destroys you, man. Because the way the Lord is doing it this time, man, it's gonna be so magnificent that, hey, the whole world is gonna remember this forever, man. All right, because this destruction that's coming, man, it's never been a time like it, nor will it be a time that's gonna surpass this, man. Okay, So Yahweh Shem Shah is bringing out all the big guns this time, man. All right, because these ICBM nuclear missiles are all gonna be used, man. Not a missile is gonna be left. The Lord's gonna make these nations shoot all their arsenal over here on America and the land of Israel, man. All right, and at the same time when that's going on, man, these what you call UFOs, which are actually the chariots of the Most High, man, are going to be coming down, getting busy as well too, man. So his powers are going to be shown all throughout, and everybody's going to see and witness this, man. Okay, so his name is going to be declared throughout all the earth again, man. All right, but just to prove to you that Esau, his days have been numbered, you know, just let's go to Daniel's, man. Back in Daniel's the next book, man, or like next chapter. This is Daniel's 5:25. It reads, and this is the writing that was written, Mene, Tekel, Upharsin. All right, verse 26. This is the interpretation of the thing. Mene, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua have numbered thy kingdom and finished it. Right, the Lord has numbered your kingdom because he already knew the amount of time that you was going to reign on the earth, man. All right, and like I always use the analogy of the sand in the hourglass, man. All right, the hourglass is almost empty on top, man. All right, 'cause all the sand has almost went to the bottom, man. So we're nearing that last little bit of drops that before it's completely empty, man. All right, it says to Cal, thou art weighed in the balance and are found wanting. All right, I believe that word wanting has something significant. Let me see what that says. Yep, the word wanting in the Greek. I'll show you that word.
Strong's H2627. Chasir. Chasir.
It says lacking, wanting, deficient. All right, and you are lacking and deficient because hey, there's not a righteous bone in your body, man. So there's nothing that you can do to turn around the wickedness that you've done, man. Because that pride that's within you is gonna have you fight against the Most High Himself, man. All right, because you have your space program set up to where you're gonna try to war with the angels, man. You have this plan to where you're gonna enslave the whole world through your new world order. That you want to microchip the whole world, make everybody your chattel slave, man. So your pride has totally have you bugged out thinking that you're gonna win this battle, man. But in all actuality, man, the Lord has your number, man. You know, and so that's why when the Lord He makes His move, man, it's gonna be grand because and the Lord's gonna allow you to accomplish your goal just for the point of Him to break it down. You're not even gonna be able to enjoy your so-called victory, man. All right, this is Job 20:23. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and he shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Right. So right whenever you about to sit down at the table and enjoy your conquest, man. All right. Just before you about to stuff your face, man, the Lord's gonna rain that fury upon you, man. All right. He says he shall flee from the iron weapon, which the iron weapon is talking about the missiles, man. All right, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. So you gonna feel every last ounce of these nuclear missiles, man. All right, this World War III, man. Hey, it's all designed to flip back on your own head, man. The Lord allows you to make these missiles just so He can destroy you with your own creation, man. That's the irony of the Lord, man. All right, you see, because Yahweh Shem Shah has a sense of humor, just like His people do, man. Okay, so hey, you devils are finished, man. Okay. It says, it is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall, terrors are upon him, right? Because when the missiles are shot out of them silos, man, hey, every single one are going to hit their mark, man. Not one missile is going to miss, man. All right, so your kingdom is going to be finished, man. That's why Trump, he's having these back and forth with the people of his cabinet, man, because there's them devils that's in his cabinet know that hey, we do this World War III, man. That's the end of the world, man. All right, that's the end of everything. They say that the World War III is gonna bring the earth back to the Stone Age, man. Because they know. But see, when they tell you the end of the world, they don't truly know the real meaning of the end of the world. So we're gonna show you what the end of the world means, man. All right, this is Second Esdras 6 and 9. It says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." All right, so the end of the world that Esau is afraid of is the end of his rule, man, because the word world, portraying to this verse, man, it means the end of an age, man. All right, the end of rulership for the so-called white man, because when he's taken out of power, it says that Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So, you Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, you are the next in line to rule, man. All right, that's what Esau is afraid of. That's why he's trying to hold on to his kingdom, because as we move further and further, close to the that time when your house is going to return, man. All right, Esau is going to fight for his kingdom more and more because he sees it slipping through his fingers, man. You know, that's why these Edomites are there trying to, you know, you know, round up all these guns, do all these military training drills and whatnot, man, because these Edomites are gonna fight for their kingdom, man. But the whole beauty of it is they're gonna lose horribly, man. All right, because for the longest, man, this devil has been able to do what he wanted to with the nation of Israel and the world for the longest, man. But the beauty of it is that they're gonna lose, man. You know, they're gonna lose horribly, and that's gonna be it for them, man. You know, because it's been prophesied, man. All right, Matthew 19 and 30. But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Right? Because hey, the nation of Israel, hey, we're on the bottom, man. You know, we're the Lord's people. We're on the bottom. So this is out of Yahweh Shai himself's mouth, man. And he said that through prophecy that what the Most High had set up since the beginning of the time, man. Since Jacob and Esau were born, man. He said that the elder was going to serve the younger. All right, so Esau, your fate was already cemented before you was even born, man. All right. So it said that the first shall be last and the last shall be first, man. So, hey, Esau, you on the top right now, man, but you're going to be on the bottom soon coming. And you Israelites, we're on the bottom. We're going to become on top, man. This is the true rags the richest story that you want to hear about, man. You know? So Yahweh Shem Shai, he already said it, and it's already ordained to happen, man. We just have to play it out, all right? So Esau, you're finished, man. Your kingdom is through. All right, Jake, we just got to be patient and continue to endure and just wait on the Lord, man. All right, because our victory is already has already been established, man. We have to wait for it, man. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna close this out. Lord willing, I pray you was edifying. Until next time, I want to say, call Halam like Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakwadash. The honors to my apostle elders, of great millstone, taught me this truth and the rule well. Peace, citation to the elect. Shalom.